This whole unit right here, first of all, you see this, where it's red right now? That means this area is hot because we just cooked on it. When this thing goes up and down, depending, it tells you also over here. Come here. See, that side's still hot. That side, you see how now it's getting cooler? Because it's got
less red.
Less red? Okay, but the way this thing works, watch. Here, to turn it on, just turn it on. Now watch, I'm gonna show you something. Okay, right now, you know, it's hot, 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 hot. Now, if I put a pot down, okay, see what happens? Look, come here. See what happens? That comes up. All right, what that is like that means that knows that there's a pot right there. If I move it over here, watch this. It moves. See, over there, it moves. As long as it's within the area. So if you put 3 pots, 5 pots, whatever you want. Okay, now this thing, you touch it, and you see the numbers? You move it with your fingers, and that's the heat. Whether high, whether low or high. And it goes up as high as 9.
Oh, and then, all right. And that you just have to adjust by experimenting.
You adjust it by your finger, and that's it.
But no directions on anything tells you what number to use.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want it. You take the pot off, it's gone. You want to shut it off, you touch it, it's gone. Okay? That's the whole big macha. And you see... Macha.
That's the whole big Megillah.
Megillah. Anyway, you see this lines here? Within here, from here to here, you can't put a pot. But everywhere else, you could put any kind of pots, any size pots, as long as they're induction pots.
How long does it take for that red to go off?
It cools down.
Oh, so even though it's off, it's still hot.
Oh yeah. You see here, don't touch it, but feel it. You put your hand on there, you'll burn yourself. But it's hot. In other words, if you were using it there, if you had that pot there. Now I had 2 pots on. I had this pot, and I had one that's in the sink now. I did one with the eggs and one with the bacon. This is a non-stick, you know, typical non-stick, you know. Now look, here's the same pot that's regular. It's not non-stick. In the sink. I'll show you in the sink. This is the same thing.
Oh yeah.
That's plain. But if you make, like, so I made the eggs in there because the eggs aren't the same thing, and that is a non-stick because the bacon and the bacon grease, you know, it gets fried there, and you don't want to start scraping that off of the bottom of the pot. So that's cooling down a little bit, then I'll get rid of the grease. And on top of that, this is a splash guard. So when I'm doing the bacon, I put this on here so it doesn't spritz all over the place.
Oh, good. Now let me see the pots, the special pots.
All the pots, look, turn around. All the pots. There's all your pots.
And these are all?
These are all induction.
Induction pots.
I got rid of all the old ones, and these are all induction pots. With all different sizes, saucepans, you know, all kinds of different things.
Okay.
And
this is what I'm going to need if I ever try any of this.
You're never going to try any of this.
Yes, I will. No. You're not going to be around, and I'm going to have to turn on.
Yeah, you get rid of it. Okay. Now, the whole thing here also, you see the whole top here? It's like, you know, it's all greasy and everything like that. You wait for it to cool down. Then all you have to do is take some paper towels, wet, just clean off.
Oh, no special Windex or anything?
Yeah.
What do you use?
Oh, you might.
That's outside.
Yeah. Cooktop daily cleaner.
So that's the only thing you use on it?
It removes grease and oily residue on the top of the glass.
So you don't use Windex on this?
I don't use Windex.
So you have to have a full supply of that?
This, you don't need much. This is very, very...
What do you put it on, a paper towel?
You spray it like a Windex and then wipe it off.
With a paper towel.
Yeah. Windex you do the mirror with.
Yeah.
I don't even use Windex on the mirror. I use, like, you know, hot water and then wipe it down.
Okay.
But you don't clean anything off here until this thing cools off. And this, you see, as this gets smaller and smaller, you know, as this goes away, when this is completely clear again, then you know it's not hot.
All right, is this like the other cooktop that when it's off and somebody, or it's on and somebody puts something on it, it makes a sound that something's on it?
Oh, I don't know if that works like it probably has it.
Because every time I come here, I try to avoid putting anything close to this, not to make
the other cooktop, it might. I have never really read the entire instructions of this and this. I mean, the oven's that's another whole thing.
That's a whole other lesson.
That's another whole lesson.
And this is what kind of an oven?
Yeah, this is a regular oven,
Regular.
but it's still an induction oven. I mean, you don't. It's not an induction. It's a convection.
Convection, yeah, convection.
Convection oven. But you can make all kinds of different things, and it has all different kinds of different settings in here as well.
Okay, that's the next lesson. Thank you.
No, but